What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back! And I'm back with another episode. All right, depending what time zone you're in, it's Monday night, Tuesday night, or Wednesday morning. I just got off a flight, people. Sorry, I'm a little, weary. All right, it's Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. My Wednesday morningers, congratulations. You're halfway up the mountaintop. Wednesday is right around the corner. All right, I am home safe from Phoenix, and I had a great weekend. I'll tell you more about it in the show. I put together a quick show for you guys because I know I've been away for 4 days. I gave you guys one live. Very sorry, but I am back. And today I have a good show for you. All right, in Behind the Feet and Off the Record, Sean Diddy Combs will be home before the holidays. Jeez, man, I take 2 days off. I can't even talk. Sean Diddy Combs will be home before the holidays. I have a video recording, an audio recording from his son telling you this isn't just from me. Also, in lead stories, we're going to talk about Candace Owens saying that somebody wants to unalive her. She has proof. Celeste Rivas, in the Celeste Rivas case, there is a new suspect, and Donald Trump loses his case against Letitia James and Comey, the former FBI director. Also, in quick news, we're going to talk 50 Cent, Diddy, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Trump, Mamdani, Blueface, Chrisean Rock, Offset, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, Beyoncé, DOGE, Shedeur Sanders, and Mario. Forgive me, y'all. I just got off a flight. As always, we're going to close out the show with comments of the day, question of the day, and discussion of the day. Also, for those of you who are sick and tired of spam phone calls, text messages, and emails, we are going to tell you about a free trial with Aura that can help you get rid of all of that. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, your devices up. The Trent Out Loud show is back, y'all. And I'm about to start this show. Let's go. All right, y'all, let's jump right into this new breaking Diddy story from Chrisean Combs. We have audio of him talking about Diddy's pardon. Now, I do not have to bring you guys back. Everybody knows what's happening with Diddy. Everybody knows about the story we broke a couple of weeks ago about Diddy getting a pardon or soon to be getting a pardon. It didn't pan out, but then also TMZ picked it up. Other people picked it up. George Santos got pardoned instead. And we came back to let you know that, hey, it was supposed to happen. It didn't happen. And, we're at a wait and see. Throughout the past couple of weeks, of course, you guys in the comment section are, hey, did you get wrong information? Is it right information? Is he coming out or not? And one of the things that we said was the fact that from what we know from our very trusted sources, it is still on the table. The two things is the Trump administration and especially Donald Trump did not like that came out before and it was headline news before anything happened. He did not like that. And two, I told you the dilemma that they're working through is Trump would like to give Diddy a commutation, which is he gets out of jail now, but he still has his charges. That's still on his file. A pardon is what Diddy wants. He wants to be exonerated and he wants to be clean because he doesn't want to have to do any probation or check in or talk to any parole officers or anything like that. Now, with this new breaking information or audio from Chrisean Combs, this brings it all back to the front lines. And from what I've heard, although, like I said, I just got off a flight literally 2 hours ago. I've made some calls. I haven't heard anything yet. I think this is going to set Trump off once again, and it might not be good. But maybe they've already worked it out and they did all they needed to do, and he doesn't care. We're not too sure about that part yet. Just want to be transparent with you guys. But enough about me talking. Here is Chrisean Combs, and because it's going to go a little fast, I wrote it out so that you can hear it, and then I will play the audio for you. Okay. So the person who's interviewing says, "How's your dad holding up?" He said then Chrisean said, "He's good. He's on his way home soon." Then the interviewer asks and he says, "Will he get a pardon in the new year?" And then Chrisean said, "We will see." New year being 2026. Then the interviewer said, "Okay, are you guys going to be doing anything during the holidays to honor your dad?" He said, yeah, we're going to play my song. We're going to play this. He talks or whatever. And then he says, but watch out. He might be coming home before then. And of course, I have to assume that seeing that Thanksgiving is coming up soon, but Christmas is next month. I don't know if he's trying to say that he's coming home in the next couple of days and or Christmas. And remember, when that whole fiasco happened a couple of weeks ago, I told you that, yes, Donald Trump took it off the table, but that he might be home for the holidays. That was what we heard. Is holidays Thanksgiving or is holidays Christmas? I don't know. But Chrisean said he might be home for that. He said, really, is the president going to sign something? Chrisean said, you never know. Then the last question was, has Diddy or Diddy's team been in contact with the Trump administration? He said, stay home. He will be home soon. And I'm just going to play it for you now. I could talk forever, you guys know. Here is the audio. We'll talk about it on the other side. Take a listen.
Your dad holding up? Is he holding up all right? There's a lot of talk.
He on the way home.
Is he gonna be on the way home?
Did you get the pardon in the new year? We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Are you guys doing anything special for the holidays to, like, you know, in honor of Dad?
We're gonna play the Diddy free joint. The whole Christmas, whole Thanksgiving.
That's right.
He coming home though, man. Just watch out. He might come home.
No. So do you know something? Like, is the president gonna sign something?
Never know.
Is he in contact with the administration? Do you know? I mean, is there anything you can tell us? Kind of hope.
Just stay tuned.
See, he says, we're going to play this the whole Thanksgiving, the whole Christmas, but watch out. He might be home before then. So is it before then Thanksgiving or before then Christmas? Don't be surprised if Diddy is up on your timeline in the next couple of days. That's the information. We're going to follow up on this. I don't know who gave the green light for Chrisean to talk about this. I have been told to, talk as least as possible about Diddy. Everybody wanted to, stay off the radar, have Diddy out the blogs and everything be quiet. If you notice, his lawyers are not talking much. You don't hear much about him on the blogs. Just, I think 2 days ago, there's a leak video of him walking around the jail cell. Both camps want everything to just be quiet and to not talk about Diddy. Why Chrisean did this? He's got to know something that he wants to get out there for a reason. Like I said, I just got off the plane. We'll let you guys know more tomorrow. But as it stands now, according to Chrisean Combs, Diddy's son, there's something in the works, and Diddy's coming home very soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, in our first lead story, Candace Owens claims the Macrons, I think that's how you pronounce it, Israeli operatives and French elite are plotting to unalive her. All right, let's go directly to reading. If I'm not mistaken, she put this out on Twitter. She said, 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government after determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple. I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my unaliving. Yes, you read that correctly. More specifically, that the green light was given to a small team in the National Intervention Group. I'm told that there is one Israeli that is on the unaliving squad, and the plans were formalized. Again, this person provided concrete proof that they are well placed in the French government apparatus. Further to this point, this person claimed that the person who unalived Charlie Kirk trained with the French Legion 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. The head of state of France apparently wants us both unalived and has authorized professional units to carry this out. I ask that every person retweet and share this. I don't know who in the American government can be trusted since this source claims our leaders are aware. But I have more specific information, which is definitely verifiable should they care to reach out to me. To the brave official in France who did this because they were so moved by the evil of Charlie's public unaliving to risk themselves, may God bless them truly. All will be revealed. So that is a lot coming from Candace Owens. We have been following this from the beginning. The past couple of weeks, I feel like, I mean, she even took some time off, and then she came out and she was like, Charlie Kirk's wife, I forgot her name now, Erica. Erica said that they have video of it really being Tyler Robinson. She said that Erica was very confident in the case, and it's looked like she was kind of backing down a little. And I was like, yo, Candace, you were going so hard literally for like the whole month of September. And all of a sudden, Erica comes out and now everything should be forgotten about and you may have been wrong. So I kind of dragged her for that a little bit. And now she's coming out, I think this came out a day or 2 days ago, saying, hey, there was people training the French government, the Macrons, there's a lot. And for her to be putting this out while there's still a defamation case going on, it will soon be revealed if Candace is doing all of this for YouTube and all of this for clicks and attention, or what she's saying is true. That's my whole stance on it. She can't keep doing this forever. She can't keep saying these things and making these wild accusations. It will have to come to a stop at some point. I have a feeling even like YouTube or some other places will get involved, because you can't just keep on going online and making these kind of accusations about these kinds of people. So I'll keep my ear tied to this. As you guys know, I do have some people that are close to the Candace camp, but everybody's staying tight-lipped right now. I'm on the fence. I was on her side, like, yeah, she has all this information. Then I wasn't, and now I'm on the fence. So I wanted to put this in lead stories to make sure you guys are aware of it. Let me know in the comment section below. Is this clicks or is this real? Is she really being threatened or not? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, our second lead story. Celeste Rivas Hernandez unaliving. The medical examiner may rule the cause of her unaliving to be undetermined, as her body was discovered partially frozen. And also, the LAPD has let us know that there now is a second suspect along with David. All right, updates are rolling in the case of Celeste. According to TMZ, Hernandez was discovered partially frozen and dismembered, and now the medical examiner may have to rule her cause of unaliving undetermined due to her being in such bad conditions. Despite this potential ruling, police say they still are moving forward with an arrest. Police can still move forward with an arrest. Additionally, the outlet reported that singer David, who owned the abandoned Tesla in which the authorities found Celeste, remains a suspect in the case, which the LAPD has ruled an unaliving. Sources told TMZ that the LAPD Robbery Homicide Division is investigating the case. Reportedly, there is a second suspect who remains unnamed, but could be involved before, during, and after the teen's unaliving. This person allegedly helped the other person, the first suspect, do these things to her body. Her torso remained intact, but limbs and other pieces were removed. All of her body parts were frozen, apparently still in a freezer for some time before being placed in the trunk, as previously reported. We all know everything, right? The Tesla was in the Hollywood Hills. The car was parked before there was a smell, et cetera, et cetera. So we've been talking about this for almost like a month or 2 months. It went from David not being a suspect to just last week he's being a suspect. And now we find out today, or wherever this was, I think yesterday, that there's a second suspect. Every time I talk about this case, I say, from one of the things I heard from TMZ, and Harvey said this, I don't know if he slipped or what, but he said, in the past 20 years, the LAPD hasn't been so tight-lipped about a case. And there's a lot of things that TMZ didn't know. The fact that the police are not telling the media everything is because they know everything, but they do not want to let the people who they're after know. And I just found it weird that last week they're like, okay, David now is a suspect. So you're putting David on notice that he's a suspect, but you're still not putting the second person out and letting them know that they're a suspect. The police know what is going on. I'm not trying to sit down here and say they know everything verbatim, but they know way more than they're letting on, and it's a reason, and they're literally trying to set the person up. I know that from a source, and you can also just see and figure out. The police know what is going on, but in court, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So they're actively waiting for the evidence that they can use to prove. And because, as you just heard, she was frozen, there's things were dismembered, etc., it's making it harder for them. But they know what they're doing, and they're waiting to find. I feel like this case will be closed shortly, probably before the new year. Still very, very sad, but hopefully we can get her family at least some closure. So let me know what you guys think about Celeste and David and the second suspect in the comment section below. All right, in our third lead story, federal judge dismisses indictment against New York Attorney General Letitia James and former FBI Director James Comey after learning Trump's administration illegally appointed the prosecutor. Nobody stays losing more than Trump in these past couple of weeks. It's crazy. Listen to this. On Monday, November the 24th, the U.S. District Judge Carmen Courtney dismissed indictments against New York Attorney General Letitia James and former FBI Director James Comey after learning that Donald Trump's administration illegally appointed the prosecutor in the case. Curry learned that the prosecutor, Lindsay Halligan, a former Trump attorney, was appointed after the president urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to prosecute James Comey and Letitia James. Both indictments were dismissed without prejudice, meaning they could be filed again. Following Trump's direction, Pam Bondi appointed Halligan interim U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia. Halligan then presented and signed indictments against Comey and James. As Halligan was not only unlawfully appointed, but the only prosecutor to present and sign on both cases, Curry ruled that the case should be void. In the ruling, Curry described the insurance lawyer as a former White House aide with no prior prosecutorial experience who lacked the authority to present any case to a grand jury. What? Anyways, for those people who are on Letitia James and James Comey's side, y'all know we don't take sides over here. The most important thing there is that it's without prejudice, meaning that it could just be refiled with a proper prosecutor appointed. So this could just look as a misstep. Trump was trying to skate by and just get this under the radar, which I don't see how he could think that somebody wouldn't call this out. But hey, he shot his shot, right? So, but from what I heard, I think Letitia put out a statement where she was like, this is, has this been frivolous from the beginning, whatever, but et cetera. And she's celebrating. But at the end of the day, this could just be refiled. That's what without prejudice means. So we will see what's following up. But Donald Trump losing elections, the Republicans losing elections. We still haven't heard anything about the, the Epstein files. We know he put it into law. Something is going to be bubbling around there. And now we're hearing this. And I have a story actually in quick news too. Donnie, things are not looking good for you, sir. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. All right, our first quick story. Diddy documentary Sean Combs' The Reckoning will be releasing December the 2nd on Netflix. All right, this is from executive producer 50 Curtis Sent Jackson. Here is the picture that will be used as the cover art. There's also a little commercial, a little snippet I'll play for you guys in a second. Why this is such a big deal is, we have seen, and there have been put out a million Diddy documentaries, but this one is the first one from a legit industry music insider. And the fact that it is 50 and how much he hates Diddy, that is why this one is looking to be, oh my gosh, we're going to find things out that has never been said before. Now, I do have a little bit of inside information. If you guys are expecting something that wasn't in the court documents, something salacious, don't expect that. But there are things in here that have never been told before. So it's not oh my gosh, LeBron James was there and Jennifer Lopez, and we're going to, what I mean? Like, no new criminal case is going to open, but there could be some civil stuff that come out of this, and there will be some revelations that we haven't heard about, and it could cause some trouble for Diddy. That's all I'm going to say for now. I don't even know if I was supposed to say that much, but here is the Netflix preview, and pay close attention and see if you can hear whose voice this is. I know whose it is, but I'm not allowed to say, but I don't know if most of you will or not, but they obviously put this voice out for a reason, and it's to scare the heck out of Diddy. Take a listen.
You can't continue to keep hurting people and nothing ever happens. Just a matter of time.
Netflix, December the 2nd. Yo, who knows? Diddy might be out before that. You could just watch it at home. Let me know if you guys are excited, or are you fed up with the Diddy documentaries and you're not going to watch, or because this is 50 and you know 50 is going to come with the tea, are you excited to watch it? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, our second quick story. Marjorie Taylor Greene announces she's resigning from Congress effective January 2026. She said she's standing up for American women who were R-worded at a young age. Should not result in me being called a traitor or threatened by the President of the United States of America. Marjorie Taylor Greene has announced that she is resigning from Congress. She claims that one of her reasons is because of the recent spat she got into with Donald Trump over the Epstein files. So once again, Epstein files are, rearing their head, and Marjorie Taylor Greene resigning is shocking. I'm not going to say it's not shocking, but we all know, and I'm pretty sure I told you guys this last week, where Marjorie wanted to get out of Congress and not get out of Congress, but she wanted to get out the House and run in a Senate position. Donald Trump said no, he didn't like the idea and didn't back her. And that's how this all started. And I think the resigning is, and her saying that she's resigning and using it as, I want to stand up for women who are R-worded. I want to stand up against Trump. I want to stand up against, the old boy club and all of that stuff. And if you hear that she's been going on The View, doing all these interviews, and she's kind of steering her way from the Republican Party, I think this is her making her bid for the presidency. I think she's skipping over the Senate, and she wants to run in 2028 against her party, or be so far removed that she is now the new leader of the Republican Party and she becomes the new face. Kind of like how Trump did, but in a completely different way, but of like that standout rebel who just, we're going to drain the swamp. We're going to do this. We're going to release the Epstein files. If y'all remember, Trump used the Epstein files to pull himself away. I'm not a typical politician. We're going to release this. We're going to do things different. If you read the tea leaves, that's exactly what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing right now. I could see through it. So maybe this is her run for Senate, but if you ask me, this is the start of her campaign for 2028 and becoming the new leader of the Republican Party, because she's not going to go over to be a Democrat. That would just be crazy. She's not going to run as an independent. They don't have the money or whatever. You have to pick a party. She wants to be the new head of the Republican Party. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, in our third quick story, Trump shrugs off Mamdani's calling him a fascist. Okay, this is hilarious. If y'all remember when Mamdani was running for mayor, when he won, he called out Trump. Donald Trump, I know you're listening. Turn the volume up. We're not afraid of you. You're this, you're that. He's called them every name under the book, a fascist, whatever, etc. Mamdani went to the White House. I think it was Monday morning. Look at this video and look at how cool they are. The reason why I'm playing this for you guys is so many times you guys tell me Trump will never give Diddy a pardon. Diddy said all these bad things about him. He'll never do that. And I always remind you, Google what JD Vance said about Donald Trump in 2016, 17, 18, whatever. He was the worst, way more worse things than Diddy. And this whole past couple of months, Mamdani and Trump were both saying crazy things about each other. And now they're in the White House and Trump is like, it's okay. You can say I'm a fascist. It's okay. Say this. Don't worry about that. Yeah. He's really strong. He's really this. He's going to be a great mayor. I can't wait to work together. I'm going to play the video in a second. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot. But this is what Donald Trump does, and I keep telling you guys about it. Even beyond giving Diddy a pardon or not, Donald Trump doesn't care what you think about him. You can say anything you want under the sun. He doesn't have those kind of emotions. He does not care. He is a businessman, and he is about making a deal. So if he's losing a lot of momentum and the Epstein files might come out and Marjorie Taylor Greene and do whatever, and he needs to look like he is cool with Mamdani, he's going to do that. And he does not care. And he will work with him to say, hey, let me, get some Democrats back on my side, or let me look like I'm leaning a little bit more central, then people won't hate me as much. Yeah, my approval rating. You guys think that he's like so blinded about what's going on. He will just never admit it. But behind the scenes, it's not feelings for him. It's what can you do for me? How could this better me? And I will do it. And I don't care who the person is. Listen to Mamdani and Trump.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
It's amazing. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, our fourth quick story. Blueface, I really need some sleep. Blueface says Chrisean Rock slept with Offset while he was still married to Cardi B. All right, I told you guys about this when Cardi B first was speaking about it when she was promoting her album. And it was a talk of, she's saying that, yeah, there's some girls in the industry that have been with Offset. And I think the speculation was it Ruby Rose, somebody else, or Chrisean Rock? And I told you guys it was all three of them. So anyways, Blueface now, of course, is out. He's still making his tours. He's doing all of his stuff, talking to every podcast possible. But he has now come out to say, hey, it never bothered me, but she did this. We weren't actually really together, but she was the one to have Offset cheat when he was on with Cardi B. Take a listen.
Rumor that Offset hooked up with Chrisean Rock.
Yeah, she got.
While y'all were together?
Nah, I was already engaged with somebody else.
All right, and in true Chrisean Rock fashion, Chrisean and Blueface fashion, Chrisean Rock jumped right online and dispelled the rumor, but y'all can believe whoever you want to believe. You should believe me. Take a listen.
That rumor came out 2 years ago. What the f*** are you still talking about it for, bro?
All right, our fifth quick story. Jake Paul said this comment ahead of his fight with Anthony Joshua. This will be the biggest upset in boxing history. What do you guys think about this fight? I haven't really spoken too much about it. If you guys remember, Jake Paul was supposed to fight Gervonta Davis. He was supposed to fight Tank. And we told you, we were one of the first to break it to you, that Tank was being investigated. He has a civil suit, which might turn into a criminal suit, et cetera, et cetera. Netflix distanced themselves from Tank. This is supposed to be the new person who he's fighting. Now, Anthony Joshua, from every single person I have heard, says that this makes no sense that Jake Paul will take this fight because it's over. He could not beat Anthony Joshua. Like, there's not one boxing pundit, expert, talking head, anything that has said that Jake Paul stands a chance. So I am going to weigh in and think that because Jake Paul has been speculated so much that his fights are fixed, that it's not really boxing, it's entertainment, I think that Jake Paul is ready to take the fall and lose. And out of that loss, he's going to get respect for losing to somebody like Anthony Joshua. And because of that, even though it's a loss, it's going to solidify his boxing career. He didn't run from real boxers. He's not fixing his fight look. He just took a loss. But I won't lie. I also did hear that there's a back deal also, that he will take this loss and then something else will trigger and he's going to get another fight and be able to win that fight. So I'm not saying, because I could get sued, I'm not saying that Jake Paul fixes his fights. I'm just saying that, the speculation and the what people are always alluding to, like, don't watch it because it's not real, et cetera, et cetera. This is supposed to quiet that noise, but then there's a back end thing that, in the next couple of months, he'll be able to get back this status of him being Jake Paul, this big bad boxer, well, YouTuber that turned boxer. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's a real fight? Do you think that he could win? And or do you think I'm right? And y'all know I'm always right. All right, our sixth quick story. Beyonce takes a lap at F1 Grand Prix. All right, these pictures came out Sunday night, and I know it's Tuesday, but I had to talk about them because online was going crazy. What do you guys think about Beyonce's look? Now, every time Beyonce pops out like that, I hear that she's mad at Jay and she's just doing this to get back and piss him off with something. Now, you could tell that this was a set appearance, the way that it was just promoted. It was everywhere. She knows what she was doing with that outfit. Of course, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, she looks good. She gained some weight. She looks, healthy, whatever. She looks like a mom or whatever. But there's got to be something a little bit more behind this. I'm not even going to say that I know, but there's got to be something. Beyonce doesn't pop out like this at F1. And I know Jay is beside her. I know Jay is on her side, but you know that we talked about our sources saying there's a lot of issues that's going on behind closed doors. There might be getting a divorce, etc., whatever. You let me know from the pictures and this setup if this looks like a typical Beyonce, or does this look like I'm going to put my high heels on and be like, F them, girl. F them. You know what I mean? Like, Jay-Z does not look happy at this event at all. Anyways, more than that, Beyonce looks good. That is another reason I want to put it here. And this could have been like discussion or question of the day, but what do you guys think of Beyonce? She is looking the best I've seen her look in a couple of years. That's all I'm saying. And also, do you think that there's some, beef between her and Jay? And she's like, oh, really? Cool. We're going to go out to F1 and you're going to see what I wear out there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right. Our seventh quick story. Trump quietly shuts down Elon Musk's DOGE program 8 months early. The program only reportedly cut $214 billion in federal spending out of the $2 trillion goal. Reuters is reporting that the Department of Government Efficiency, better known as DOGE, has been shut down by the Trump administration 8 months ahead of its planned July 4th ending. When the director, Scott Cooper, was asked earlier this month, he said, to keep it frank, it doesn't exist, which I don't know what he's saying there because that doesn't make sense. Did it exist or didn't exist? What's up? If you recall, DOGE launched on Trump's first day back in the White House, with Elon Musk serving as its head and promising to take aim at what he called the tyranny of bureaucracy by slashing federal spending. During an interview in February, Elon Musk warned, if the deficit is not brought under control, America will go bankrupt. At the time, he said the department hoped to cut between $1 and $2 trillion a year. By the time he stepped down in late May, the department had only cut $150 billion, while the official White House says that it was $200 billion in saving. I just wanted to throw this in here. Again, Trump not looking good. We all know that DOGE was ridiculous. That's why Elon Musk left or whatever. And they always try to do things quietly, like we wouldn't hear that it's shutting down. It's shutting down. Really not looking good for Trump. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, our eighth quick story. Okay, I was so happy to hear about this. Imagine what a full off season will look like. It gets dangerous. All right, so this is Shedeur Sanders. Shout out to Shedeur. I think it was last week he came in for a half quarter when Gabriel got injured, and now on Sunday he got his first start and he won. I wasn't able to watch the game, as you guys know. I was away. I haven't even seen highlights. Now, a lot of people are saying, yes, he won, but it was really the defense that won them the game, and he didn't look great. He has, of course, said, I don't have a video, but he came out with like, look, I got a week of actual practice with the first squad. I'm happy I got this win. Could you imagine what a whole offseason is going to look like? And that's what I loved about him. He didn't let this one game get to him and promise like, oh my gosh, I'm going to bring you guys to the Super Bowl. He's like, look what I could do with 1 week. So he's not even thinking about the rest of the year. He's like, imagine they make me starting quarterback and I have a whole offseason to practice with this team what I can do. So I just love his attitude. I love how he's going forward. And I agree with him. Let's not think about this year and put the pressure on him like flipping the Browns season. Like, you can't do that. You need practice. You need to be the starting quarterback, train for that in practice, and think about next year. So I love where this is headed. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, in our ninth quick story, y'all getting too comfortable at these concerts. Mario was SA'd by what looked like a married woman. She was out of pocket for this, and plenty of folks online are pointing that if the roles were reversed, the aggressor, and if it was a man, would have been in handcuffs already. All right, I'm going to put up the video here. I'm going to stop it right before the alleged incident takes place, but I'm sure from the video that I'm playing here beside me, you could figure out what they mean, okay? So I'm going to cut it out, but she put her hand exactly right there. And again, this could be in social discussion, but it's unequivocally not even a question that if the roles were reversed, the person would have been taken there out of handcuffs. Like, it's nothing up to discuss. Now, some people are saying that, you know, it's to be understood that a guy wouldn't necessarily mind this, and why should he mind? Mario literally stopped and he didn't enjoy it. And you could tell that. And the only way that it would have been okay is if he made gestures or maybe took her hand or did something, or, you know, I don't want to use the word invite, but she would have to know that it was okay to do that. And he didn't give that permission. You can't assume that because he's a guy and because it's a girl, it's automatically going to be okay. So I don't like that scenario of, oh, it's a guy. What guy would mind? Clearly he does mind. From what I've heard, there hasn't been any arrest yet. Like I said, I'm a little bit behind. I'm catching up, but I haven't heard anything. And of course, the bigger thing is that she had a ring on her finger. So she was married. So we're going to hear about this tomorrow for sure. She's going to come out online. Maybe she has even already and I haven't found it, but she's going to come out, make a statement, her husband or whatever. But let me know if you guys think that there should be charges pressed. I'm pretty sure Mario would have to be the one to press charges. And do you think that she should be treated as if a man did that to a woman on stage? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to everyone's favorite segment, comments and social discussion of the day. All right, before we get into that, I have a very important question to ask y'all. Is your computer, laptop, or cell phone vulnerable to data breaches? Hold on. Let me answer that question for y'all. Yes, they are if you're not using Aura, the all-in-one digital security platform. Go to my sponsor below, aura.com/trendoutloud, to get your free 14-day trial to see if any of your data has already been exposed. If you're ever wondering how come scammers get your phone number and why your inbox is filled with spam, here is why. There are companies called data brokers, and they sell your data. They do it without your consent, and they make billions selling it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. Let me explain this part. When you do anything online, you enter your information, whether it be Netflix, whether it be Amazon or whatever, it's stored in the background and it's sold as, oh, we're just giving some information to companies that want to gather to know what movies you like, what you order, you're this, whatever, so that they could repurpose that. That information gets in the hands of bad actors and they send you bad text messages. They'll call you, they'll put things in your email, you click it, and your whole computer is wiped out because you're automatically assuming if somebody's calling me or sending me a text, it's because they know me. This is what Aura can help get rid of, okay? And for those reasons, this is why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to my family, friends, and out louders. Aura, have to get some sleep. Aura takes care of the hard part for you, automatically removing your information off of these sites and keeping it off. Another thing I want to accentuate here, the automatic part, yeah, you can ask Netflix to wipe all your data. You can ask Amazon, but every time you go out, you're going to just ask them to keep redoing that. What Aura does is that it removes it automatically. You don't have to worry, and they keep it off. Aura is an all-in-one digital security platform. You may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like locking your front door and keeping your back door open. With Aura, you get alerts if any of your personal information is ever found on the dark web, real-time fraud alerts if any of your credit cards or banking information is found. You get a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and they also have US-based around-the-clock customer service. Also, in the event of anything does go wrong, Aura also includes, not offers, it includes a $5 million identity theft insurance protection package. So you are covered every single which way possible. That's why they're best and they are the leaders. Second link below. Is it second? Yeah, second link below, QR code beside me. Sign up today. It's absolutely free. See what's on there. Have Aura take care of it. If you want to take a plan after and keep it going, that's fine. But trust me, just go and see the information of yours that is out there. You're going to be blown away. Okay. Now we're going to go to comments. I don't have a super thanks, but it's okay. I'm sure I'm going to get one today. We're going to go over here. We're going to randomly select, hold on. We're going to randomly select a comment and read a comment out. Here we go. We're going to go most recent, and then we're going to pick it live for you. So it's like I'm picking and choosing. Boom, right here. Hold on a second. No, let's do that again. Oh, it's because I haven't done a show. I was like, why is that so old? Because I haven't done a show in 4 days. Okay, hold on. Oh, hey, I got a super thanks. I just noticed this. Joy Bennett, thank you. Joy sent me a super thanks, and she wrote, hi, Trent, regarding the kidney donation, that is easy. Do it. God directs our path. So what you give will come back to you in spades. Keep up the great work. Your mama, sister, and other family members are proud of you. All right. Thank you, Joy Bennett. All right. So I read a comment and a super thanks. Thank you so much. Wait, we got that. Thank you very much, Joy. Appreciate that. And with the kidney donation, this was, I think, a question of the day or social discussion. And it was, would you give your ex a kidney if you were the only donor? And I added context, like you're not with anybody, that they're not with anybody, but would you donate it? And for me, my exes are my exes, and I don't have anything to do with them. I am not donating my kidney. But then I also said, it depends. How did we break up, et cetera, et cetera. And I kind of was on the fence, but I still probably wouldn't do it. Weigh in again for those who haven't weighed in. Would you give your kidney to your ex? Okay. Before that, I just got to remind you guys about the Out Loud membership. Sign up, the first link below, for the Out Loud membership. You'll get loyalty badges, emoji, member-only live streams, member-only videos, and early access to new videos. We also do vlogs, kind of like social discussion, where it's not entertainment, it's not political, and we just talk. I give you kind of like some more behind-the-scenes access. Sign up for the vlogs today. They're amazing, if I do say so myself. All right, let's get to today's social discussion. This one is a good one. Where is it here? This is, hey, did I actually do it? Hold on. Yeah, India Love. India Love, where are you, India? Okay, I don't want to edit this, but I might have. Oh, here it goes. I found it. All right, so India Love says that she's in a new chapter of her life and she wants to start a family, become a wife, and get closer to God. So India put this out, and a lot of people started dragging her. Now, if you guys don't know who India Love is, I mean, she comes from a family of influencers. They had a BT show, if I'm not mistaken. Earlier on in her career, she was attached to The Game, a couple other guys in the industry. And make a long story short, you know, she has like a reputation of, you know, being with industry guys. Okay. So lately, or her latest was DDG. I'm not too sure if they're still together or if that was just for streaming or whatever. I'm not too sure. But she's like, yo, like, I'm done and I want to settle down. And guys are like, yo, it's too late for you. Like, you know, we already know who you are. A, we don't believe you. And B, that's not who you are. So my discussion is it because she's a woman and a woman gets these kind of reps and she can never flush that away? Like, you can't be like, yo, you know what? I'm 30 now. Like, I'm done with this. I had my fun. I'm done. Because if a man does it, then it's like, yeah, he got sick of it. It's tired. And I would think some women would be like, not that they want that, but they're happy to know that, yo, a guy is done. Now, you know, he's going to get married and he got that part out of his life. But I think when it's a woman, they don't believe it. And they think like, yo, once she's in the street, she's always in the street. So I think women get a little bit more of a bad rep. I know some of you are going to be out there being like, oh, you're always standing up for women or whatever. I will say to the guys that say that, people should be a little bit harder on women because they're women and this or whatever. At the end of the day, I think I would have to like talk to India. Like if I met her and she was like, yo, I was this, whatever, and I'm done. I don't think I think it's about how real the person is. That's what I would have to see. I would have to ask them questions and know, how did she get here? If it's just because I'm 30 and there's no like reflection and be like, yo, well, this made me feel this way and this made me feel this. And now that I'm more mature, I don't want this and I don't want that. If it was more like, yo, I didn't know who I was or I didn't know myself and now I know who I am, that is easy, more acceptable than to just be like, oh, because I'm 30 and because I want kids, then I'm going to be like, yeah, okay, bro, you're going to be back in the streets in 2 seconds. So I really think it's not a girl or a guy thing. I think it's really about the person and knowing why they came to this conclusion. And when you find that out, that's how you know if A, they can do it, or B, more importantly, if they'll stick to it, because you don't want to get married to somebody who can't be loyal and be committed to or whatever. So it's finding out about that person's core. Before I go, I didn't tell you guys how to give me super thanks. Sorry. You guys can give me a super thanks by using the button at the end of every single video. Not the end, but at the bottom of every single video. There's a thanks button. If you're on your phone, you might have to scroll across. Everybody has always asked, do you have Venmo? Do you have PayPal? We want to give back, help the show, sponsor the show. This is the best way. You click that button. There's a little dial. You can give whatever you like. Anything is welcome. And what's really cool about it is just like what Joy did today, you can give me a comment in there. You could just leave thanks. And the thing that's cool about it is that when you put a comment, it's almost like sending me a text message. I get a notification. I will reply to you after that notification. And if you want, I'll read it out on the show. Here is YouTube explaining it better than I can.
Buy a super thanks by clicking the thanks button under your video. There are multiple price points a viewer can purchase that each have their own special one-time animation. As an added bonus, viewers will get to post a distinct, colorful comment in your video's comment section.
All right. This brings us to question of the day. All right, this is a good one, guys. What is your role for Thanksgiving this year? What do you mean what your role is? My role is to show up and eat some good food. Somebody said, show up as a fabulous rich auntie. Okay. Another person said, a grieving mom just lost. Oh, okay. I don't want to say anything depressing like that. Sorry. My condolences. Another person said, my presents because I ain't heard from you all year. Now I'm going to be on the corner with Fashion Nova eating ham. What? I don't know what that meant. Another person said, making cheesecake, sweet potato making cheesecake, sweet potato, cheesecake for my potluck at work. I don't understand. Another person says, always the cook, but I love watching family enjoy my food. All right, that one's good. Another person said, I'm the cook. Another person said, my role is to show up, eat, play spades, and argue with my stepmom and her wigs. That's me, except for I don't have no stepmom, and maybe I'll play spades, but yeah, food and food and food. Another person said eating, president of smoke break committee and overseeing 3 to-go plates for my own personal use. Oh yeah, that's the best thing for sure. Show up, eat, and I'm taking all the food home and I'm taking all the dessert home. Another person said I'm the entertainment. Another person said frying turkeys for 22 families. Oh, that's nice. Probably donating. Somebody said food tester, hosting, sleeping in, not showing up, minding my business. What else? Making my family laugh. That's true. I definitely am entertainment. My family does love me. All right. What is your role in your Christmas? I want to know from you guys. What is your role? No, not in Christmas. What is your role in Thanksgiving? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, y'all. I literally made it through. Woo, I'm hot. Thank you so much for kicking with me, sir. If I was a little all over the place today, I was on a plane throughout the whole night, did not sleep well. And I promised you guys a show back on Tuesday. I literally came, put something together, and got some information out there for you. So I hope you guys liked it. I did miss y'all, and I hope y'all missed me. We'll be back tomorrow at a regularly scheduled program. This one is probably going to come out a little bit late. I'm trying to get them around 6:37. This will be a little bit late. Sorry for those who are waiting. But thank y'all for sticking around, and we'll be back tomorrow at a regular scheduled program, and of course back to even weekend shows. All right, so thank you for kicking with me and giving me a wee bit of grace for today. Before I let you go, just want to remind you of 3 things. Please send a super thanks to your favorite YouTube host. We need some support over here. It is the thank button that is right underneath us. And also the second thing is sign up to the Out Loud membership. That's another way to support your favorite host. It is the first link below. I don't even remember links. Oh, yes, it is the first link below. And then the third thing is Aura. That's the second link below, or the QR code beside me. All right. So super thanks, memberships, or Auras, that's for you to protect yourself out there. All right. Also, just want to give you all the ways to stay up to date with the Trend Out Loud show. For those of you who like to listen on podcast platforms, we're available on all of them. Just go to any pod site, type in Trend Out Loud, the show will pop up. Do not forget to hit the follow and subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. Now, vice versa, if you're like me and you need video and you like to watch your shows and watch your entertainment, head on over to YouTube. Same thing, type in Trend Out Loud, the show's going to pop up. But on YouTube, I'm going to need you to do 6 things. First 2, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We need to get the algorithming. Third thing, please try to comment below. You guys are my co-hosts. We bring all this topic and information. I ask you guys what you think. And if you guys don't answer me, I just look crazy out here, all right? You're my co-host. I need y'all. Now, I don't want to put any pressure. For those of you who don't want to join in on the conversation, that's very understandable. But please at least comment where you are watching from. This is a global show, and one of the things I love to do before I go to sleep, scroll through all the compliments. Give me compliments, no problem. Scroll through all the comments and see where you guys are watching, which country or which city, so you can at least do that if you don't want to comment and join in on conversation. Fourth, if you're really enjoying the show, please try to share it with your family, friends, and loved ones. This is a platform that we're trying to grow, and when you guys share the information, share the show, it really helps us. Fifth, please sign up for the Out Loud membership. And 6, use that thanks button below. Support your favorite YouTube host. For those who want to follow me outside of the show, I'm available on all social platforms. It's also the same handle, Trend Out Loud. I'm the most active on Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, please try to follow us on our show page called The Trend Out Loud Show on IG. We post most of our stories up on there. And it's just a good way to stay looped in the show because you guys know, like on YouTube, there's certain things that we can't play in full. We have to play half of it. On Instagram, we could play the whole thing so you guys can see it there. And it's a good way to just stay looped in the show. All right? Make sure you follow it. The Trend Out Loud Show. All right, guys, I made it through. Gonna go post this up and go to bed. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trend Out Loud. Peace.